What is soil degradation? Soil degradation is referred to the loss of land's physical, chemical, biological, and ecological qualities due to either natural or human-caused disturbance. For example of soil degradation is exhaustion of nutrients and organic matters, soil erosion, acidification, desertification, and pollution. Preventing soil retrogression and degradation, which reduce the ecosystem potential to produce commodities and service for human. Introduction. Soil pollution is increasingly worrying nowadays. This is occur when the soil is contaminated with harmful chemicals such as metal, toxic waste from fertilizer, organic material that cannot be decomposed. Disease will be affect soil fertility but will also cause human health to deteriorate, and the stability of the ecosystem will also collapse as a result of the problem. From the soil pollution, chemical fertilizer used in a modern agriculture that absorb into the soil, disrupting the natural balance of the ecosystem and soil structure. There are many countries dump toxic waste and heavy metal into rivers, causing it to be absorbed into the soil without proper treatment. This is with increasing use of heavy metal in soil. Because of it, uncontrolled release of chemical from metal, chemical and electronic factories into the soil. This shows that 11 times the narrow level, which caused moderate pollution to be detected in 63% of the area.
2.0 analysis. 2.1 we will discuss about the factor that leads to the environmental problems, which is the soil pollutions. And in 2.2 we will discuss the impact to the society, nations and others. Factor leading to the environment problems. The first factor is rising greenhouse gas emissions. The increases of methane, CH4, carbon dioxide, CO2, and nitrous oxide N2O cause environmental degradations. These gases mainly come from the energy sector, like CO2 and N2O emissions per unit of population in Malaysia has increases with the increase in industrial activity and rise in energy demands. And the CO2 equivalent emissions of CH2 are also on the rise. These pollutants cause climate warming and also undermine the quality of air and soil, affecting national food security. The second factor is economy and population's growth. The GDP and population growth bring a higher demand for natural resources. The UITM research show that while total factor productivity in agriculture has increases, the interactions with growing emissions has also led to challenges to the sustainability of agriculture in the long term. So even as agricultural productivity increases, the accompanying environmental costs may offset these gains and even increase the vulnerability of agricultural systems.
The third factors leading to the environmental problem is underutilization of renewable energy because biomass as a clean energy source is underused and it relies on fossil fuels persist in Southeast Asia. And the last factor leading to the environmental problem is globalization and trade pressure. It because export-oriented economies exploit resources exce- excessively and leads to pollution and reduced ecological carrying capacity.
What are the impact to the society? First, check to food security. Soil degradation and climate instability reduce crop yields. Food shortgate and price volatility affecting low-income and rural population. Second, public health risks. Air pollution leads to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Water contamination from agrochemical affect drinking water safety. Third, ecosystem destruction, loss of biodiversity, soil erosion, disparate climate regulation, negative impact on resources dependent sector, example fish and tourism. The last one is environmental inequality. Developed country outsource pollution to developing nation. Unequal ecological scores, US limited economic return for the global source.
Conclusion: the degradation of the environment between year 2020 to year 2025 was a clear example of market failure. Malaysia faced serious issues such as soil pollution, greenhouse gas emission, and ecosystem destruction. Negative externality, mismanagement of public goods, and imperfect information are key causes that led to market failure in environment issue. The action for government in correcting market failure. The first one is policy tool. Environmental tax and carbon tax to force polluter to pay. Second, strict law enforcement and penalty for illegal polluters. Subsidy for eco-friendly company. To solve information failure, government promote environmental awareness by public awareness campaign and promoting green consumption concept.